Aloha achandinya agus mandanwai. Tamaj a hocht a chlog in you. Gus tamayan shaw in EarthSpirit Centre. Gans a lion. This is the spot which has been our training ground for most of the year in 2024 with TheField. So many events happen here. And as a former space clearer, the energies in these walls, it's a lot. But anyway, it's rare to find this hall so empty, and it's really beautiful at this time of the day. Hey, look, we're not alone. We have, as ever, the elements with us. Anyway, just another quick snapshot, this time in situ, getting closer and closer to the time of facilitation. I love our altar this time. Look at the symbolism. Well, I didn't even think about it. It was not explained to us, just presented and offered. Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? The big black stones, and the smoky ones as well, that I understand are symbols of letting go of that which is darker in us so that the stone can receive it. And usually when we are in session, then the whole altar is a light with the candles. So today I've been influenced by the inspiration of last night, which was from my new triad partner, and the idea that after every workshop that has been presented, our teachers, our three teachers, as you know, as I've been saying, give us feedback, quite embodied feedback. And I think nobody would disagree with me here in our cohort when I say it's been so nutritious and so, invaluable, if you want to use a very practical word. And there's been a distinction made between what I choose to offer and present as my workshop experience to the participants, all these people that trust me and are gifting me their attention and energy for the hour or 2 hours, whatever it is, and what it means to be a field facilitator, meaning, I know the language is clumsy, but to be in the field, to be working with emergent space. So the space that is not yet, preordained. And that concept was kind of tickled last night. And let's go fully emergent was a rallying cry that this morning is even clearer than ever. One of the last workshops was one, I think it was the last workshop put on by 3 of my colleagues, and it was, I think the theme was Facilitate Your Life. So this in itself was emergent and being influenced by the field, because even though we are all in this week working towards putting on an event for the public, which is not necessarily a bunch of, other facilitators, and yet they tuned into what this field yesterday wanted, and their theme was Facilitate Your Life. In what ways? In the ways that you might facilitate your experiences. How do you facilitate your life? How would you like to bring more of that in? And this was so nutritious. I feel like I've lost the thread now. But suffice to say, I guess, simply just that this piece accompanied me as I went outside this morning. Didn't really want to wake up at 6. And as you know, I never use the alarm clock unless it's a 4 a.m. flight. But I woke up at 6. My body was happily awake. And I thought, okay, well, if I were facilitating my life as my own perfect workshop every day of my life, I would be going out on a walk before the sun rose. And then I decided, okay, I'll do that. And it was raining. But I knew, we'll go anyway. And then ensued a wonderful, beautiful morning. And I feel really inspired. But what came to me was also the fact that, ye naysayers, including myself, doubting, of course, there is a side that is like, hey, if we were doing what we're doing this week all along, then, wow, we would be getting so many riches and blah, blah, blah. And yet it is the way it is. And I suppose the argument would be that our teachers were facilitating from the field. And it felt like for a bunch of facilitators, there was an awful lot of need to be regulated. And so we got another trauma-informed qualification kind of learning segment. And for all that, I suppose it's fair enough, because how regulated I am in the crowd, in the normal mainstream society or population segment is different from how regulated I feel in a petri dish of other facilitators that have the same magnifying glasses or similar. You know what I mean? So it all makes sense, as I was hoping it would. And with that came the realization, whilst on my morning self-workshop, facilitating myself for the rest of my life, that not only could we facilitate fully emergent, but that it's easy. And I feel like I just need a week, and every day would be joyous, because I guess the dilemma for the ego, right, is, but I want to, share this experience. How about some social presence in theatre? How about some voice opening? And all this would serve my colleagues as well. And yes, it would. And yet, yeah, I have an hour this time. So I have a partner in crime, and I will tune in. And if we are going to go fully emergent, I would just say, wear something that you don't mind getting dirty. Because I went out and started running and all the things. And yeah, so much goodness. And if nothing physical ever comes out of this, it's still so rich and not meaningless. So that's it for me, and under 7 minutes. So have a great Tuesday and enjoy your October still.